WAVE 3 News reporter Craig Hoffman has been monitoring road conditions all day. Craig, what's it like out there?
Well, I've sort of pulled up here next to some ice where a snowplow pushed aside, and it's fairly comfortable getting a break off my feet. But right now you can see the roads here on East Market Street. They've been fairly scraped, but the slight warming of the day, if you can call it that, where the water formed, has now produced a sheet of ice out there. But so far, businesses have opened. Some people have come downtown, but so far people are using a lot of common sense. They're simply staying home. That's the case not only downtown, but in outlying areas and across the river in southern Indiana. Now, until things warm up and conditions on road and highways improve, folks should strongly consider staying home yet another day tomorrow.
This is the way Shelbyville Road looked this morning. Since then, some snow and ice has been scraped away, but there's still a good chance it will look this way again Wednesday morning. The conditions are very dangerous, but that did not stop Mike Martin from driving to Louisville overnight. The Peoria, Illinois snowplower is in town to help.
We got 2 plows and 2 good trucks, and we got a lot of experience. I think we can do some good down here.
Martin and road crews have their work cut out for them. With temperatures way below freezing, road conditions are not likely to improve anytime soon. But that's not stopping some folks from getting out. Many don't return home. Look at Spaghetti Junction and the roads leading to the huge interchange. Cars and trucks are everywhere. Louisville Police Captain Richard Dotson says people need to stay home.
Once people are inside for a couple of days, they figure things are better. They figure it's time they got out. They don't think how dangerous it is because they see on TV that there are some vehicles moving. They don't realize that most of those are four-wheel or they're moving limited distances, and then they're getting hung up.
Those not getting stuck slip and slide. Christina Nardella and her family are en route to Columbus, Ohio from Dallas. They ended up staying the night in Louisville.
No, we never expected to see this coming this way. We didn't go up through Indiana because we'd heard it was real bad going that way. We didn't think it would be bad going this way,
So you got stuck here?
Got stuck here.
Well, I guess we all should feel fortunate, folks, here in Jefferson County and the Louisville area, if you're at home, because like that family right there, they have a long ways to go to get back to Columbus. Road conditions north of here quite bad too, Alan. So the best advice probably for everybody is just stay indoors and yet stay home again from work. I mean, no need to go out. It could prove to be very dangerous.
Certainly so, and wait until it warms up a little bit.
That's right.
Thank you, Craig. Kentucky Governor Brereton Jones has ordered the interstate and secondary road systems closed.
The only cars which are allowed on the roads are emergency vehicles or vehicles carrying food, agricultural products, or home heating fuel. And if you want to risk it, it could cost you $100 for a first offense if you're caught driving on an interstate, with an escalating fine and possible jail sentence for each additional offense. The governor also put a ban on gasoline tankers on Kentucky interstates, and that news sent oil companies reeling. WAVE 3's Melanie Buller joins us now live to explain how that executive order has now changed. Mel?
Jackie, late this afternoon, County Judge Executive Dave Armstrong talked with the governor and said, hey, wait a minute. If you want us to continue to provide services for the people in our areas, you've got to allow those tanker trucks to get through because they provide the gasoline for our emergency vehicles, such as the ambulances, such as LG&E. The governor said, okay, some orders were issued, and those companies, oil companies who have contracts with the city or the county, will be allowed to get their tankers on the highways to get the gas in. That's also good news for motorists because as the roads clear out, more people are starting to drive, and if they're going to get gas, they're going to get it at one of those stations that have been given the permit to get out and deliver the gas. But you know, Jackie, beyond gasoline, there is food. And while the tractor trailers that are carrying the perishable goods to local grocery stores are allowed on the streets, that doesn't mean they can always make it. And that is creating some bare shelves in local grocery stores.
Shoppers, we just got a load of French bread in, and it's up in the front of the store. 99 cents a loaf for fresh baked French bread. Fresh to you from across the street, the bakery across the street. So come on.
Markwell's pick-pack manager Gerald Salk is overjoyed to get bread from the nearby bakery. That's because delivery trucks can't make it to his store in the Gardner Lane Shopping Center.
Some are as close as a block away, some of them 8 miles away. We have a grocery truck that's on Dixie Highway right now and hasn't been able to reach us, so we're still trying to get it to us.
Late this afternoon, the Rainbow Bread truck did make it in. much to driver Chuck Stromberg's surprise.
Terrible. Stuck everywhere. Can't drive nowhere. People stop and cut you off. They don't really care. Get stuck, nobody even helps you.
Some shelves are empty. There's no milk, no eggs, no chicken. Brad Mercer and his friend did find one of the mainstays of life, though.
Pizza. Getting pizzas.
Grocers around the area are running low on perishables, so shoppers are flexible.
Just getting what you can, sorry.
And grocers are optimistic. Salk says by the week's end, the trucks should be able to make it all the way through.
We've made contact with some perishable trucks throughout the day, and they're going to try their best to get here by tomorrow.
I'll tell you what they're doing here at this Thornton's. They're not even waiting on the delivery trucks. They've got secondary trucks, folks they know with four-wheel drive vehicles, and they're going to the distributors, and they're bringing the milk and the bread in. You know, a lot of stores are closed anyway, and those that did open are doing a booming business. Out in the West End at 28th and Broadway, one Kroger store didn't open. The Winn-Dixie there did, and folks were lined up out the doors trying to get in. Alan, Jackie?
Mel, you mentioned the folks lining up at that Winn-Dixie. In the stores you were in today, were they very busy, or do you think most people stocked up before the storm hit?
I think a lot of people stocked up, but folks with kids especially are running out of things like milk and diapers and formula, that sort of stuff. So they're really looking for that kind of perishable food.
Yeah, and you need that stuff. You can't get around that. All right, thank you, Mel.
More coverage of Winter Storm 94 coming up.
Stay with us.